Trim back with another video. I am dressed in my Bodø Glimt kit. So I was notified UEFA have done Champions League draw. And yeah, I wanted to know what result to them will. So yeah, let's go.
Good afternoon, everyone. A warm welcome here to the House of European Football in Nyon for the 2024-25 UEFA Champions League second qualifying round draw. Following yesterday's first qualifying round draw, today we take the next step on the road to this year's new exciting.
Something that I really enjoy is that Bodø Glimt has become so good over the. So they are. They won the Norwegian league last season back in November, December. That's when they last won the domestic title. And yeah, automatically by way of coefficiency rules or whatever, they even improved that. So there is way more teams that will be invited to play UEFA-based games. Yeah, let's watch.
Before we jump into the technical procedure that Toby just mentioned, please note that, as usual, the draw procedure with all the relevant information was published and distributed earlier this morning for consultation. As a reminder from this information, nonetheless, the matches of this round are to be played on the 23rd and 24th of July for the first leg, with the return legs played the following week on the 30th and 31st of July. However, any set match dates will be communicated later this afternoon. With that said, let's move on to that technical procedure that we mentioned, starting first with a short video that will explain the key draw principles.
All right, that's nice.
Clubs are seeded for the draw in accordance with the club coefficient rankings established at the start of the season. The UEFA administration forms groups comprising an equal number of seeded and unseeded clubs. The UEFA Executive Committee has decided that teams from certain countries may not play matches against each other. Clubs from such countries cannot be drawn together. As the teams qualifying from the first qualifying round are not known at the time of the draw, the coefficient of the team with the higher coefficient in each undecided tie is used for seeding purposes in the draw. According to the participants of the draw, the groups will be formed in order to respect all of the principles. The ties are determined by means of a draw. 2 bowls are prepared, one for the seeded teams and the other for the unseeded. 1 ball will be taken from each bowl and are then placed in a central bowl where they will be shuffled and drawn again. The ball drawn first from this bowl indicates the team that will play the first leg of the tie at home. The same procedure is then repeated until all the pairings have been drawn for the champion's path, and then repeated to determine the pairings for the league path. After the draw, if it becomes apparent that any ties are or may potentially be affected by city or stadium clashes, these clashes will be resolved in accordance with the principles set by the Club Competitions Committee for City and Stadium Clashes.
So I think that's given you a pretty good illustration of the procedure that we're going to follow up here in just a moment. So just a few last specificities from me before we get started. We will start with the draw of the Champions Path, where the clubs have been split into groups, as was just explained in the video. For this round, that means that the 24 teams, the 10 directly qualified and 14 pairings of the first qualifying round, have been split into 3 groups of 8 teams, with 4 unseeded and 4 seeded and 4 unseeded teams or pairings in each group. You can already see on the screens here in the room and in the published draw procedures which group each club is in. When we come after to the league path draw, with only 4 teams, the clubs are split into obviously 2 seeded and 2 unseeded teams. With
so group Bodø Glimt, FC Midtjylland, AC Sparta, Praha, and Malmö, right? Okay, yeah.
no groupings in that path. I think that gives you all the information that you need to follow. So as you can see, we're already set up here with the balls for the draw of the first group of the Champions Path. Everybody's ready? Toby, you ready?
Yes, let's start.
Oh!
So the second qualifying round of this new exciting season will start. Thank you, Tom. So now let's have a look at the teams on the seeded side of Group 1. On the seeded side, we have PAOK FC from Greece, Ferencváros TC from Hungary, the winners of pairing 1, PFC Ludogorets 1945 from Bulgaria, or FC Dinamo Batumi from Georgia, and Apoel FC from Cyprus.
And on the unseeded side of Group 1, we have the winners of pairing 2, which is either the New Saints FC from Wales or FK Delcic from Montenegro. The winners of pairing 3 will either be FC Dinamo Minsk from Belarus or FC Punic from Armenia. The winners of pairing 4, which will either be FC Ulaanbaatar from Kazakhstan.
Something that I wonder about, how come in the FA system, they do have some Wales teams. And yeah, kind of confusing me that also have own saying Wales
or FC Petrolclub from Moldova, and the winners of pairing 5, which is either FK Borac Banja Luka from Bosnia-Herzegovina or KF Ignatia from Albania.
Good, let's start.
I think everyone's rating yes.
Everybody's waiting, so we
Talked
go
enough.
directly.
Let's go.
Enough talk, on with the action.
Let's see who will be first drawn in this second qualifying round and who will play the first leg at home. And we start with the winners of pairing 1. So PFC Ludogorets 1945 Bulgaria or FC Dinamo Batumi from Georgia.
And their opponents will be the winners of pairing 3. So either FC Dinamo Minsk or FC Punic.
Good start. We keep on. Group 1 will get the second pairing in a second. When I... Oh. Aha. There was the one who preparing the balls very strong, but we got it. So Apoel FC from Cyprus, they will play the first leg at home.
Cyprus. All right. Cyprus.
And Apoel's opponent in the second qualifying round will be the winners of 4. So either FC Ordubasi or FC Petrolclub to play Apoel.
good. Halfway through of Group 1 already. We keep on.
That's good. Very, very good.
Let's find out the third fixture of the
So
second
I
qualifying
may
If
also
there are any more trick balls on
check
the board.
out
Yes, this was easy. Whew.
Europa League or Conference
The first leg at home
draw.
will be
That
Ferencváros TC from Hungary playing the first leg at home, and they play against.
They play against the winners of pairing 2. So either the New Saints FC or FK Decic to play Ferencváros.
One more pairing to be decided. We know who, but let's find out the order as well. Therefore, the last pairing of Group 1 will start with the first leg being played at home from PAOK FC. So PAOK will play the first leg at home against.
Against, of course, the winners of pairing 5, so Borg Banja Luka or KF Ignatia will be PAOK's opponents.
That's a good start. Group 1 finished. So let's focus on Group 2. And here we just prepare and let's have a look at the seeded teams. We have FK Bodø Glimt from Norway, FC Midtjylland from Denmark, AC Sparta Praha from Czechia, and Malmö FF from Sweden. So
Let's
the teams on the unseeded side.
Yes, on the unseeded side, in Group 2 we have the winners of pairing 6, so Kai Klaskvik from Faroe Islands or FC Differdange 03 from Luxembourg.
I would
The winners
like
of pairing 7,
maybe
Vikingur
Vikingur
Reykjavik from Iceland or Shamrock Rovers FC from Republic of Ireland.
or
The winners of pairing 8, FC RFS from Latvia or
I
Larn
don't
FC
know.
from Northern Ireland. And the winners
Oh,
of pairing
okay.
9, either FC Balkani from Kosovo or UI Santa Coloma from Andorra.
So we're ready.
Yes,
Let's start with Group 2.
teams are ready.
Let's see who we're going to draw here first, playing the first leg at home. And who will be their opponent. So we start with the first team drawn, FK Bodø Glimt from Norway, playing
yeah,
their first leg at home.
nice. First leg at home.
Bodø's opponents will be the winners of pairing 8, so either FC RFS or Larn FC.
So good start for Group 2. We keep on. Many
Who
are
was that?
keen on finding out their opponents. So let's have a look. And let's find out who will be next. And therefore playing the first leg at home will be Malmö FF from Sweden.
And Malmö's opponents in this round will be the winners of pairing 6, so they will be playing either Kai Klaskvik or FC Differdange.
So halfway through as well of Group 2. Great pairings ahead of us. We keep on to find out the next.
Was waiting.
So let's see the third pairing for Group 2 and who will be the first team playing the first leg at home will be the winners of pairing 7. So the winners of pairing 7 are Vikingur Reykjavik from Iceland or Shamrock Rovers from FC from Republic of Ireland, and they play against.
They play against AC Sparta Prague from Czechia.
So that nearly concludes Group 2. We know who. Now we find out the order.
Yes, last
more.
two teams, they know each other.
And they want to know who will play the first and who will play the second leg at home. And we start with the first leg at home, which will be played by the winners of pairing 9. So FC Balkani from Kosovo or UI Santa Coloma from Andorra.
And of course, their opponents will be FC Midtjylland from Denmark.
That concludes Group 2. Well done. Now
three.
we keep Group 3 ahead of us. So let's find out here who are the teams on the seeded side. We have Maccabi Tel Aviv FC from Israel. We have Karabakh FK from Azerbaijan. We have SK Slovan Bratislava from Slovakia or FC Struga from North Macedonia, the winners of pairing 10, and the winners of pairing 11, FK Panavestis from Lithuania or AJK Helsinki from Finland.
Yes, and on the unseeded side of Group 3, we have the winners of pairing 12, either FC Flora Tallinn from Estonia or NK Celje from Slovenia. The winners of pairing 13, which will be either Virtus AC's 1964 from San Marino or Football Club FCSB from Romania. The winners of pairing 14, Hamren Spartans FC of Malta or Lincoln Red Imps FC from Gibraltar. And finally, Jagiellonia Białystok from Poland to complete the unseeded teams.
Perfect. So let's finish the second qualifying round with this Group 3. And let's find out the first pairing. And here, let's see who we have. Starting Group 3 and playing the first leg at home will be the winners of pairing 12. So FC Flora Tallinn or NK Celje from Slovenia.
And their opponents will be the winners of pairing 10. So either SK Slovan Bratislava or FC Struga.
Okay, good start in Group 3. We keep on. And here we have the next pairing. Let's find out who will play the first leg at home. It will be the winners of pairing 11. So it's FK Panavestis or HJK Helsinki from Finland.
Helsinki. Yeah.
And their opponents will be
I wonder
Jagiellonia Białystok from Poland.
Finland.
Halfway through, 2 more left.
I know that they do have Teemu Pukki, which basically I think their fans Cristiano Ronaldo, meaning they are up.
Out.
Last 2 pairings of the Champions Path.
Let's find out who are the next. The third pairing of this Group 3. Who will be the first team who will play the first leg at home? Will be the winners of pairing 14. So Hamrun Spartans FC from Malta or Lincoln Red Imps from Gibraltar.
And their opponents, Karabag FK from Azerbaijan.
So 1 more left. We know who. Now we find out the order. Let's see who will conclude this Group 3 with playing the first leg at home. Will be the winners of pairing 13. They're going to play the first leg at home.
And of course, their opponents is expected Maccabi Tel Aviv FC from Israel.
So, this completes the draw for the second qualifying round matches of the Champions Pass, but of course, we still have to draw the League Pass. So, let's have a look at the 4 teams involved in this League Pass. As a reminder, it is the same procedure as for the Champions Pass, as Tom explained. Okay. So, there are 2 and 2, seeded and unseeded. So, let's have a look at the seeded teams. Fenerbahce SK from Turkey and FC Dynamo Kiev from Ukraine. And on the unseeded side?
Unseeded teams, FK Partizan from Serbia and FC Lugano from Switzerland.
Good.
Pick up our teams.
Let's see. First team drawn will play the first leg at home. And this will be FC Lugano from Switzerland.
Oh. I think
opponents of FC Lugano will
Bodø
be
Glimt played that.
Fenerbahce SK from Turkey.
So also 2 teams missing. We know it's Dynamo Kiev and FK Partizan. And now we find out the order. And the first leg at home will be played by FC Dynamo Kiev from Ukraine.
Dynamo Kiev.
And the opponents of Kiev, as expected, FK Partizan from Serbia will be their opponents in the second qualifying round.
So, this concludes as well the league pass. So this completes the draw for the second qualifying round, and we have some exciting pairings we are looking forward to see. And as mentioned, the 14 winners, 12 in the Champions Pass and 2 in the League Pass, will qualify for the third qualifying round of the Champions League, for which the draw will take place on Monday, 22nd of July, here again in July. So here again in Nyon. So thank you very much to see. And as mentioned, the 14 winners, 12 in the Champions Pass and 2 in the League Pass, will qualify for the third qualifying round of the Champions League, for which the draw will take place on Monday, 22nd of July, here again in July. So here again in Nyon. So thank you very much for being here with us today, and see you soon.
All right. That. Oh, yeah. Oh, Serbia. Russia. Yeah, but Russia in general. System league. League. Oh, that is right. Let's see if there is. All that. Yeah. Let's check out the old someone. Please this stop it. action. Why is it only text? I want that.
Qualifying round draw. The League Conference League third qualifying.
Technical procedure. Please just note fixtures and a week later on the 1st of August for the return matches. However, before finalizing any arrangements for this afternoon.
Season. The UEFA administration forms groups comprising an equal number of seeded and unseeded clubs. Clubs from the same country cannot be drawn against each other. The UEFA Executive Committee has decided that teams from certain countries may not play matches against each other. Clubs from such countries cannot be drawn together. As the teams qualifying from the first qualifying round of the UEFA Europa League are not known at the time of the draw, the coefficient of the team with the higher coefficient in each undecided tie is used for seeding purposes in the draw. According to the participants of the draw, the groups will be formed in order to respect all of the principles. The ties are determined by means of a draw. 2 bowls are prepared, one for the seeded teams and the other for the unseeded. One ball will be with the principal set
This draw. As explained in the video, for this draw the teams have been split into groups, and for this round that means the 18 teams, 12 directly qualified and 6 pairings of the first qualifying round have been split into one group of 10 teams with 5 seeded and 5 unseeded teams and pairings, and one group of 8 teams with, of course, 4 seeded and 4 unseeded teams or pairings in that group. You can already see on the screens here in the room and in the published draw procedure which group each club and pairing is in. And with that, you have all the information that you need. I think everybody's ready, Toby. They're all ready, waiting for us. We can get started with the draw.
Perfect. So, we are ready. We start. Let's have a look first at the teams of Group 1. And here on the seeded side, let's have a look who are seeded in Group 1. It's AFC Ajax from Netherlands, Molde FK from Norway, SK Rapid Wien from Austria, Trabzonspor AS, Turkey, Cercle Bruges, KSV from Belgium.
And on the unseeded side in Group 1, we have the winners of pairing 1, either MFK Rosenborg from Slovakia or FC Tobol from Kazakhstan, Kilmarnock FC from Scotland, Silkeborg EF from Denmark, FK Vojvodina from Serbia, and the winners of pairing 2, who will either be KF Lapi 1932 from Kosovo or Wisla Krakow from Poland.
We are ready.
The teams, we can
start.
Yes.
Everybody's waiting, so let's directly find out the pairing of the second qualifying rounds. And the first team drawn will be the team who will play the first leg at home. So who will open up this draw will be AFC Ajax from the Netherlands, playing the first leg at home.
And Ajax's opponents will be FK Vojvodina from Serbia.
Good start into this draw. We keep on. Let's see who will be next. And of course, first team drawn will play the first leg at home. 4 more pairings for this group to be determined. And the next will be the winners of pairing 1. They will play the first leg at home. And the winners of pairing 1 are MFK Rosenborg from Slovakia or FC Tobol from Kazakhstan. And they're going to play against?
They're going to play against Trabzonspor AS from Turkey.
So that
completes our second pairing.
We keep on?
Yes. 4 teams know, but plenty of teams still waiting. Let's not keep them waiting too much longer.
And the next team
So,
who will play the first leg.
so in each of the UEFA competitions, there are a total of 3 teams I am in. That is Bodø Glimt, of course, Molde, and the Norwegian.
Like at home will be the winners of pairing 2. So the winners of pairing 2, which are KF Lapi 1932 from Kosovo or Wisla Krakow from Poland, and they play against?
They play against SK Rapid Wien from Austria. So this completes our 3rd pairing. 2 more to go.
2 more. We keep on. Four more teams waiting in this group for their opponent. And of course, if they will play the first leg at home. And the next will be Kilmarnock FC from Scotland, who will play the first leg at home.
And Kilmarnock will be playing this qualifying round against Cercle Bruges KSV from Belgium.
Okay, so we have 1 ball left in each side. We know who. Now we determine the order. And let's find out who will play the first leg at home. And it will be Molde FK from Norway.
So,
And their opponents, of course, if you're following along, no surprise, will be Silkeborg EF
oh,
from Denmark.
That is
So
interesting.
this concludes Group 1. Some exciting ties here. Now we prepare Group 2. And let's have a look at the teams we have on the seeded side, SC Braga from Portugal. The winners of pairing 3, which are FC Sheriff Tiraspol from Moldova or PFC Sire from Azerbaijan, HNK Rijeka from Croatia,
I think I'm
and the winners
gonna
of pairing 4, which are
go over
PFC
it.
Botev Plovdiv from Bulgaria, or
Conference League now. What's there?
Clubs are seeded for the draw in accordance with the club coefficient rankings established at the start of the season. The UEFA administration may form groups comprising in order to respect stadium clashes.
Round, except
it's pairing 8. So pairing 8 will be playing the first leg at home.
I think, Toby, the teams are ready. Of course, for the 2 lucky pairings of the first qualifying round drawn yesterday, who will transfer directly to the 3rd qualifying competition. That is all of the teams eliminated in the UEFA Champions League first qualifying round, except that is, of course, for the 2 lucky pairings of the first qualifying round drawn yesterday, who will transfer directly to the 3rd qualifying round of the UEFA Conference League Champions path instead of to the 2nd round. These 12 pairings are split here, as you can see, with 6 seeded and 6 unseeded teams. So with that, the balls here are ready. I think, Toby, the teams are ready. We've talked enough. I think they're ready for us to get started.
Yes, we're all ready. So let's directly get into the draw. And let's open the Champions Pass 2nd qualifying round door.
Copenhagen.
And let's find out the first team drawn who will play the first leg at home. And here we start with the following pairing. It's pairing 8. So pairing 8 will be playing the first leg at home. So it's Kai Klaksvik from Faroe Island or FC Differdange 03 from Luxembourg.
And their opponents will be the team from pairing 5. So their opponents will be FC Ordabasi from Kazakhstan or FC Petrol Club from Moldova.
Okay, we keep on. Let's find out the next team. And as well, I think everybody knows, as often as I repeat it, the first team drawn will play the first leg at home. And it will be pairing 6. So Víkingur Reykjavik from Iceland or Shamrock Rovers FC from Republic of Ireland. They're going to face
the team from pairing 10. And that means their opponent will be either FK Borac Banja Luka from Bosnia-Herzegovina or KF Ignatia from Albania.
Good. Let's keep on. Let's find out who will be next. And the next pairing, first leg at home, will be pairing 12. So Virtus AC 1964 from San Marino or Football Club FCSB from Romania.
And their opponents will be the team from pairing 2, which means their opponent will be either FC Flora Tallinn from Estonia or NK Celje from Slovenia.
Halfway through?
Yes, indeed.
Keep on.
I think we should, yeah. Yes.
And the second half then will be opened by pairing 7, playing the first leg at home. So here we have SK Slovan Bratislava from Slovakia or FC Struga from North Macedonia.
And their opponent will be the team from pairing 4, which means that they will play against either FC Dinamo Minsk from Belarus or FC Punic of Armenia.
2 more. Let's find out the next. And the next pairing, playing the first leg at home, will be pairing 1. So PFC Ludogorets 1945 from Bulgaria or FC Dinamo Batumi from Georgia.
And their opponents will be the team from pairing 9, which means that they will play against either the New Saints FC from Wales or FK Decic from Montenegro.
One last ball in each side left.
Yes.
We know who it is, pairing 3 or pairing 11. Let's find out the order.
Decic from Montenegro.
One last ball in each side left.
Yes.
We know who it is, pairing 3 or pairing 11. Let's find out the order. And then we can conclude the Champions Pass. Pairing 11 will playing the first leg at home, so FC Balkani from Kosovo or UE Santa Coloma from Andorra.
And of course, their opponents will be the team from pairing 3, so either Hamrun Spartans FC of Malta or Lincoln Red Imps FC of Gibraltar.
Yeah, this concludes the draw for the Champions Pass, and we can now move on to the main pass. But first, once again, Tom, please, technical procedure.
Yes, well, indeed, before I go into any of the details, as in the Champions Path, we have first a short video that will introduce the main path draw.
Oh, okay.
Clubs are seeded for the draw in accordance with the club coefficient rankings established at the start of the season. The UEFA administration forms groups comprising an equal number of seeded and unseeded clubs. Clubs from the same country cannot be drawn against each other. The UEFA Executive Committee has decided that teams from certain countries may not play matches against each other. Clubs from such countries cannot be drawn together. As the teams qualifying from the first qualifying round of the UEFA Conference League are not known at the time of the draw, the coefficient of the team with the higher coefficient in each undecided tie is used for seeding purposes in the draw. Furthermore, as the teams entering the competition from the first qualifying round of the UEFA Europa League, who are also not known at the time of the draw, the coefficient of the team with the lower coefficient in each undecided tie is used for seeding purposes in the draw. According to the participants of the draw, the groups will be formed in order to respect all of the principles. All the clubs in each of the groups are randomly assigned a number according to the number of teams in the group. The ties are determined by means of a draw. 2 bowls are prepared, one for the seeded teams and the other for the unseeded. 1 ball will be taken from each bowl and are then placed in a central bowl where they will be shuffled and drawn again. If the first ball drawn contains the number 2 and the second number 8, the clubs that have been assigned the numbers 2 and 8 in each of the groups will play each other. The first ball drawn containing the number 2 designates the home team for the first leg in all ties of the applicable groups. The same procedure is carried out with the remaining balls until the draw is complete, and then repeated to determine the pairings for the remaining groups. After the draw, if it becomes apparent that any ties are or may potentially be affected by city or stadium clashes, these clashes will be resolved in accordance with the principles set by the Club Competitions Committee for City and Stadium Clashes.
So once again, I think the video illustrates almost all of the information that you need, but just a few final details before we get started. So as you saw in the video, the teams are split into groups for this draw, which results today in the 86 teams being divided into 7 groups of 10 teams or pairings, with 5 seeded and 5 unseeded teams in each group, and 2 groups of 8 teams with, of course, 4 seeded and 4 unseeded teams or pairings in those 2 groups. You can already see on the screen here in the room or in the draw documents which group each team or pairing is in, as well as the number that has been randomly assigned to each of those for the purpose of the draw.
Right. There is open. There is
as the video explained. With that, I think now you have really all the information you need. Toby, we're set. We can go back to work.
There it is. Group 7. Oh, okay, now I know how to read it. So it's like
Work again?
Yes, let's start. Let's find out. With each draw 7 pairings to also conclude the second qualifying round draw of the Conference League. Let's find out who will be first. And as well, they're gonna play the first leg at home. So it will be teams assigned to number 3.
I don't know.
And their opponents will be the teams assigned number 6.
So 3 versus 6, leading to the following results of opponents. Go Ahead Eagles from Netherlands will play against SK Brand from Norway. Monoya FC from Cyprus will play FC Torpedo Kutaisi from Georgia, or KF Tirana from Albania. GFK Tikvis from North Macedonia, or Breitbalik from Iceland will play FC Drita from Kosovo. NK Osijek from Croatia may play FA Sialuja from Lithuania, or FCI Levadia Tallinn from Estonia.
Furthermore, NK Olimpia Ljubljana from Slovenia will play against FC Polisia Zitomir from Ukraine. AK Athens FC from Greece will play against either FK Velez Mostar from Bosnia-Herzegovina or Interclub des Skaldes from Andorra. And FC Unastrasen from Luxembourg or KuPS Kuopio from Finland will play against Tromsø AL from Norway.
Good.
That's the first set done.
Next set.
Next set of pairings soon to come.
Let's find out who will be next. And therefore, playing the first leg at home will be all clubs assigned to number 9.
And the opponents of those clubs will be all teams assigned number 4 in these groups.
So 9 versus 4, leading to Valur from Iceland or KF Lasnia from Albania, playing against St. Mirren FC from Scotland, Sumakuret FK from Azerbaijan, playing against Ferva FC from Hungary, Ilves Tampere from Finland will play against FK Austria Wien from Austria.
FC CSK 1948 from Bulgaria will play against either FC Maleševa from Kosovo or FK Budugnos Podgorica from Montenegro. FC Sheriff Tiraspol of Moldova or PFC Zire from Azerbaijan will play against FC DAK 1904 Dunska Streda from Slovakia. PFC Botiv Plovdiv from Bulgaria or NK Maribor from Slovenia will play against Universitatea Craiova from Romania. And St. Patrick's Athletic from Republic of Ireland will play FC Vaduz from Liechtenstein.
Good. Next one.
The next set of pairings, yes.
Let's find out the next pairings. And as always, the first teams will play the first leg at home. It will be all teams assigned to number 1.
And their opponents will be all teams indicated with the number 8 in these 7 groups.
So this leads to the following results. FC Copenhagen from Denmark will play against FCB Magpies from Gibraltar, or Derry City FC from Republic of Ireland. Istanbul Başakşehir from Turkey will play against FC Isloch Minsk region, Belarus, or La Fiorita 1967 from San Marino. Legia Warszawa from Poland will play Cenafon Town FC from Wales or Crusaders FC from Northern Ireland. SC Dnipro 1 from Ukraine will play Puskás Akademia FC from Hungary.
In addition, VPS Vasa from Finland or FK Zalgiris from Lithuania will play against IF Elfsborg from Sweden or Paphos FC from Cyprus. Djurgården from Sweden will play against FC Progress Niederkorn from Luxembourg. And KA Gent from Belgium will play against Vikingur from Faroe Islands or FK Liepaja from Latvia.
Good. 2 more.
Yes.
Vikingur is actually
The next set of 7 pairings. Let's find them out.
Reykjavik.
First teams will play the first leg at home, and it will be all clubs assigned to number 2.
And their opponents will be all the teams indicated with number 7 in these groups.
Which brings us the following matches. Athletic Club des Skaldes from Andorra or F91 Didelange from Luxembourg will play against BK Häcken from Sweden. Hapoel Beersheva FC from Israel will play PFC Chernomore from Bulgaria. HNK Hajduk Split from Croatia will play against HB Torshavn from Faroe Island.
HSK Zrinski Mostar from Bosnia-Herzegovina will play against NK Bravo from Slovenia or Konarski Nomads FC from Wales. Riga FC from Latvia will play WKS Slask Roklo from Poland. Vitoria SC of Portugal will play Floriana FC from Malta or SP Trepani from San Marino. And Stjarnan of Iceland or Linfield FC from Northern Ireland will play Balatown FC of Wales or Paide Dynamiskond from Estonia to complete those pairings.
Good. The last one.
Yes.
We know it's clubs assigned 5 and 10, if I'm not mistaken. So let's find out the order.
Right.
This was a difficult one to open, but let's see who will be. The first leg at home will be all clubs assigned to number 5.
And just to prove you were not mistaken, they do play against all the teams assigned number 10.
So 5 versus 10, and which leads to FK Auda from Latvia or B36 Toshavan from Faroe Island playing against Cliftonville FC from Northern Ireland. FC St. Gallen 1879 from Switzerland will play against MFK Rusemberok from Slovakia or FC Tobol from Kazakhstan. FK Mlada Boleslav from Czechia will play against FK Transinvest from Lithuania. FC Noah Armenia or KF Skandia from North Macedonia will play against Sliema Wanderers FC from Malta.
Furthermore, FC Banik Ostrava from Czechia will play against JK Tallinna Kalev from Estonia or FC Urartu from Armenia. FC Zurich of Switzerland will play against Shelbourne FC from Republic of Ireland or St. Joseph's FC from Gibraltar. And Brøndby IF from Denmark will play KF Lapi 1932 from Kosovo or Wisla Krakow of Poland.
Good. Now we go for the next groups.
Exactly. We go on to groups 8 and 9, where we will proceed in exactly the same process. Just to note that for these two groups, due to the screen display, we will first show the pairings created by this draw in group 8. Then afterwards, we will show all the pairings created by the draw, this exact same draw, in group 9. So we will show one at a time, but of course, in the meantime, you can still follow immediately via the draw documents all the pairings created in group 9 as we go along. With that, I just prepare the two.
4 more balls to be drawn on each side after 2 days of many draws. So they will be the last ones. We are ready?
Now we're ready, yes.
And let's find out.
No, here.
Ah, yes.
We need to get the
Well
order
done,
right.
Tom. Yeah, it's the last ones. Let's find out who will be the first teams playing the first leg at home.
And just a reminder, you see group 8, but this pairing applies to both group 8 and group 9.
So for 8 and 9, team number 1, who are assigned to number 1, will play the first leg at home.
And their opponents in both groups, the teams assigned number 8.
And we keep on.
Going.
3 more.
Oh, my club? You probably can tell.
And the clubs
from
assigned
my
to
shirt.
number 7 will play
Is
their first
Bodø
leg at home.
Other
Their
than
opponents in
that,
both groups will be the teams assigned number 3.
So also halfway through of group 8 and 9.
Yes,
2 more.
2 pairings left. The options get narrower.
Manchester United is my English team that I like.
Let's find out the
Because I
second last
basically grew
draw
up with being a
for these
fan
draws
of
will
David
be all
Beckham.
clubs assigned to number 6.
And their opponents in both these two groups will be the teams assigned number 4.
So 2 more left.
Yes, one last pairing to make.
The last draw we did, we will do for the
Yes.
remaining 2 days. So let's find out the order. Who will be
Fuck.
playing the first leg at home and the second leg at home. And the first leg at home will be played by clubs assigned to number 5.
And their opponents, of course, if you're following closely, are the 2 teams assigned number 2 in the 2 groups.
So, and now we can focus on the results these numbers gave us for group number 8, where we have CFR 1907 Cluj from Romania playing against FC Neman Grodno from Belarus. We have FC Zimbru Chisinau from Moldova
they
playing
forget
against FC Ararat Armenia from Armenia.
In addition, we have FK Radniki 1923 from Serbia, who will play against FK Morna from Montenegro or FC Dinamo Tbilisi from Georgia, and FC Aktobe from Kazakhstan or FK Sarajevo from Bosnia-Herzegovina will play against FC Sparta
My name is
Trnava from
Bora.
Slovakia.
This
And
is
now
my
we look at the
sister.
last group and the last pairings where we have Maccabi Haifa FC from Israel playing against FC Sabah from Azerbaijan, Paxi FC from Hungary, or FC Cornwall Vinul
This is a
Ponderoara
nice
from Romania,
country
playing against AEK Larnaca
of
FC from Cyprus.
USA.
In addition, FC Iberia 1999 Tbilisi from Georgia will play against
I don't
either Masakshklok from FC from Malta
Uh,
or FC
don't ask
Partizani from
why
Albania, and FC Torpedo from Belarus
I'm-
or FC
I'm
Milsani
tired.
Orhei from Moldova
Like,
will play against FC
I
Astana
have
from Kazakhstan to complete all of our groups.
Well done. So this completes
of
the draw for the
sleep.
matches of the main pass, and therefore this season's second qualifying round draw is
I don't
done.
know
The 49
word.
winners of this round will progress to the third qualifying round,
word.
main and champions pass, for which the draw
Yeah.
will take place on Monday, 22nd of July, here again at the House of European Football in Nyon. So thank you all for being with us today, and therefore see you soon.
What about Tromsø? What? Wow, 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 wow. La 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 la. La 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 la. Arr. So I did find out Brann main path. Yeah, versus that all right, group. War. There we go. Okay. Tromsø, group 7. Um, oh my god. Sorry for yawning. Anyway, that's it. Team. There we go. Okay. Alright. They haven't really done anything European wise since maybe the 90s. I don't know, but yeah, it's a long while. The other team that is Norwegian is this one. Oh, here you have players. Okay, yeah, they played. Molde. Molde went pretty far. Oh, the round of 6. That's how. Alright, Bodø, my team. Oh, Pellegrino, he was sold sold, no, a American for points. 18 points. Yeah, that was the year when would be Roma. Anyways, check out okay, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm gonna end this here. Bye guys.